Hey traders, so in this video, what I wanted to talk about is a couple of things, but the main theme of the video is talking about something you need to get to grips with when it comes to trading if you want to be successful at trading, and that's all about being able to switch and move away from decisions you've made in the previous days and weeks of trading. So what do I mean? So I did a video about this yesterday, talking about a potential trade, which based on what you can see here at the time of the video, it was basically talking about how you can't let your emotions get the best of you when you're waiting for a price to get to a certain area to buy or sell from, and it just gets there or just misses it, and you miss out, so to speak. Okay, you have to kind of get over that. And I thought I might as well make this video because it's the next day anyway, and it's in relation and it's something really vital. So before this had happened, I had decided I want to take this trade. Okay, so the way I trade, I'm mainly focused on planning in advance and then executing when it happens. Now, so what you can see today is we had this huge bullish candle, which moved all the way from down here all the way to up here. Okay, so about nearly 100 pip 15-minute candle. Okay, from top to bottom or bottom to top. And as you can see, it went right through this window. And what's the point of what I'm trying to say here? So I had made this decision a few days ago. Okay, then yesterday this opportunity nearly materialized. I didn't allow the emotions to get the best of me, because some people, amateurs, would turn around and say, "Oh, they missed it." You didn't miss it because this was never your trade opportunity. And as you can see, today what happened? Price rocketed all the way through, and for those of you who would be thinking, okay, why didn't you trade this or anything like that? Well, you can see the candle. Now, bear in mind, as this is happening, yes, this candle would have been green up until here, but then you make a decision, okay? Do you say, this is what the traders have to make a decision on, I'm going to trade this because I plan to trade it a few days ago? Or do you say, let's wait and see what happens, okay? And I say this all the time to my private students. You can't just make a decision and stick to it 100% in regards to entering a trade. Yes, I've done this analysis, but you don't know what's going to happen in the future. So as this is happening, as you're watching this skyrocket all the way up, you have to then turn around and say, you know what, okay, I didn't anticipate the price skyrocketing up all the way through. Okay, I would never try and take a trade like this going the other way on a 15-minute chart. And that's what you have to decide. You have to say to yourself, you know what, I can't just do something because I planned to do it a couple of days ago. You take into consideration what's actually happening in real time. That's the main part, okay? So whenever you're making trade decisions, especially if you're planning trades ahead of time, which I advise you should do, don't make the mistake of saying, you know what, I've made a decision, so I'm going to trade it no matter what, okay? Because things hit the market which you can't plan for in some circumstances, and that's a big part of why some traders lose money in regards to a situation like this. Now, the second thing is kind of in relation to this, but even another thing which is significant is this is the work of some huge fundamental news. Okay, I'm not going to mention what the news is. Do your homework and go and check out economic calendar. But this is the we can thank some really big fundamental news today for this actually happening, and that's something you need to consider. Okay, so a lot of traders, they say, "Oh, I'm only technical," and if you're only technical, well, you would have taken a sell here without no regard for anything else. But if you say, you know what, I'm going to use technicals to make decisions, but I'm going to factor in fundamentals as well, as this is actually happening, you're saying to yourself, well, okay, yes, the plan is to take a trade from here, which was my plan. I didn't say conclusively, I'm trading from here. Okay, that's not smart trading. You say you plan to take a trade from here. The fundamentals come in, okay, big fundamental news. You see dollar weakness across multiple currency pairs today, and price gets into this region, you can see, okay, what's it going to do? If it, as it's just rocketing through, you say, okay, you know, well, based on this new piece of data into the market, it doesn't make sense to take a sell position in this position anymore. You sit aside. Okay, so this is just a quick video to show you. Firstly, number one, you're not a rock. You can make decisions that switch and change, and you should do that as a trader to a certain degree. And secondly, don't just ignore fundamentals if you're a technical trader. And if you're a fundamental trader, don't just ignore technical trading because they all play a part together.